We have to stop Sir Kelzelik.
Don't you think it's about time you drop the sir?
He always treated us Dahnans with such warmth and kindness. Did he have such bad intentions all along? I just can't bring myself to believe it.
Forget about intentions. We should assume he's the one who's behind all these incidents. It's not surprising to me that there are Renans in Menancia who resent Dohalim, but I didn't expect one would be so close to him.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I guess all of us here in Menancia are still some way off from being a truly united realm, aren't we?
Are you going to be okay, Kisara?
I don't know, but I definitely don't want things to end like this. Please, lend me your strength.
Of course. Anyone who tries to oppress others is our enemy, and we'll gladly stand against them. Besides, I want to believe that this realm really can do better too.
The fact the enemy's holding themselves up tells me they're not exactly happy to see us.
Then we'd better go in prepared for whatever welcome we get. I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city, but it's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Meaning the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out. This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Dahnans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Dahnan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Hey Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism somewhere.
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zeugle.
An invisible Zeugle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
I see one, eh?
Ready to go!
It's over! We're not finished! It's over!
No shield can stand up to these kids!
For my lord!
Its armor's too strong!
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Air thrust!
Barely a blip on our radar.
All mine! Here I come!
Water! Hear my call!
Take down the defenses! We're not finished! Pick up fires!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
It's over! All yours! Now! Take this! Let's lift! We did it!
Magna Ray! Dance in the wind! Sleep now! More for the Ray!
Let's the duck!
More where that came from!
Take this!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Hi, Hoodle!
Now you'll learn!
Like roar! You'll pay for what you did!
You got spirit!
My turn! Here I come!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
You know, the more I think about it, this palace is way too big for its own good.
Tell me about it. Plus, where the hell were these soldiers in Zoo? Gotta break through!
You got spirit!
First strike!
Damn it, Satan!
Escape my judgment!
They really don't give up, do they? Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
I'm going in!
Lightning on raging cascade! Air thrust!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on.
Out of our way!
You got spirit!
I won't show you any mercy!
Do it!
Now you'll learn!
crossblade!
We can really make weapons with this?
No choice!
For my lord!
Here I
A showdown between blade and fist.
Sleep now. This is it. More for the sun.
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Gusty nail!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
I see one, eh? No way! You're mine! You're on! Take it! We're not finished!
Shield will save you?
Abort! You're mine! It's over!
Water, hear my call!
Orochi Fury!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. Right.
Right.
You got spirit! Take this!
Lightning orb!
Damn it, Bennett! Take this! You're finished! You're mine!
I
It's over! You're mine! Orochi Fury! No, you can't!
Gale Force!
All right. There are enemy forces here, too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that... That it?
You'll have no mercy!
Take this!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Hi, Hoodle! I'm only getting started! Dance in the wind!
Fire support!
Lightning control!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Get lost! I'll have to take my revenge on you!
Bring him down! Where the
Strong.
It'll split it open!
Be my guest.
First strike! Win! Not fair!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
What's this thing? So what is Mahag Sar exactly?
One of the 5 realms of Dana. From the sound of it, Kelzelik had some dealings with them.
Out of our way!
Bring him down! You're finished! Damn it, Betty! Take this! It's over!
I'll punch that gun out of your hand!
Take this!
Dance in the wind!
Abort! Mission!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Look! Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it.
Gotta break through! Bring him down! Here I come! You're You're mine!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Here I go! I'm only getting started!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Go no further!
Slap the shot! Now you'll learn! Take this!
Take it!
You're on! Take this! Damn it, Betty! Slap shock!
Firmament render!
First strike! You're mine!
Barely a blip on our radar. Dispose of the trash.
Now you'll learn! Take this!
Reload! Instant! Now!
Lost! Get toasty!
First strike!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
You're mine! It's over! I'm on!
Sealed! I'll be saving this one.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Hi, Hoodle!
You got spirit! You're finished!
I got it!
Mirage! Damn it! Let it go!
What a
Take this!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Even if Danans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
Way.
Slash the shot! Hold my lord! Here I come! It's over! Here I come! Look at you! You're finished! Mission!
By the power of water!
Its armor's too strong!
Be Mega! Finished!
Magic! Lock! Demon's Descent!
Flashing bang!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go!
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave wouldn't know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the Sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother. He dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother! And now you'll die for it! My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
Burn! It can hide itself?
I never
Amazing.
miss. I'll be seeing not in your dreams.
Hit him where it hurts most!
Not it! You're mine! Stop! Come on! I'm not coming
Stand in
here!
the wind. Let's go. Go time reload.
Away!
I'll cover. Recover.
I owe you one.
Raise your cascade.
Blast the stuff!
Sleep now. More for the stockpile.
It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
You're done! Take this!
Mega ray.
Take this! It's over!
I'm
Just getting started!
Elusive Fury!
Raging cascade.
Wind!
Field.
Blow away!
Freezing storm.
You're mine! It's over! Severing Wind! You're finished!
I never miss.
Take
Here I come!
Now. Flame of fury.
blow away!
Phoenix descent.
Flashing fang!
Firmament render.
Here I come!
By the power of
Blast
water.
the stuff!
Arrow squall.
First strike!
Gemini
You're
aqua.
on!
Dragon shell!
Enemies incoming.
You're finished!
Then we'll take them down!
Arc seal.
Water!
Call.
You picked the wrong fight! Take this! Don't you
Strike.
look sharp, everyone!
Now you see what I can do!
Lightning orb.
You're mine! You're
Raging
finished!
cascade.
Blast the stuff!
Healing circle.
Take this! I owe you one! Severing Wind!
Render.
It's over!
Flame. Reload. This one's mine. Danger shark.
You're
Reload.
finished! An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Hear me. Flame of fury. Water. Hear
We've got him on the run!
Don't get caught.
Right. Kill anyone's fight! Eat this!
Burning strike.
Take this! You're finished! Blast the stuff!
Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning
You're on!
Blow away!
Severing Wind!
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds. Hear me. Flame of fury.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Shattering
I never miss.
Attack time!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship! Ridiculous! Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
It can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Mahak Sar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menancia. Go to Mahak Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you alright with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
You all arrived here from Cyslodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Okay!
Huh?
All right.
Hey!
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Dahnans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Nagal's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elda Menancia Guard. So, in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzelik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shionne!
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
I think Hootle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5.
It's on!
Vermin's Ranger!
I'm on it!
You're mine!
Take this!
Mega Ray!
It's over!
Arrow
Mirage!
Here
Severing
we
wind!
go!
No way!
If they rush you,
Take
you
this!
gotta jump for cover, okay?
You're finished! Orochi Fury!
My fists are crushing it out there!
Gotta break through!
You got
Here I go!
I'm only getting started.
It's on!
Flaming meteor! I'll take out the legs with my shield.
Tide of battle has turned in our favor.
And let's keep pressing the attack.
Nice begun, Shion.
Your name ever visible.
Step it up. Thanks, Kisara.
Orochi Fury!
Didn't even break a sweat.
Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Look, Hootle, one of your buddies. Hoo.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Vermin's Ranger.
Take this! You're finished!
Ice Tornado.
We can't lay a finger on it.
I prefer it that way. What about you?
Just watch and
Ice
see.
Tornado. Thunderblade.
It's time.
Mirage!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. A fish! You saw it too, right?
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. There's a nice breeze here. Ha! Not my lucky day, I guess. Ha! There we go. Dagnabbit! It got away. Not my lucky day, I guess. Looks like I lost it. Oh, we've got a lively one. That was disappointing. And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Hey. Is it just me? Or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much? Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
All done. Come and eat.
That's your 12th serving.
Damn, that's gotta be a record.
Even seeing it for myself, I can hardly believe it. Where is her body storing it all?
Oh, have you guys already had enough? Did you not like what I fixed?
No, it's just...
We're just amazed at how much you can wolf down.
Doesn't it hurt even a little? Aren't you feeling heartburn or something?
Oh, this is nothing. You know what they say? You always have more room for dinner.
I'm pretty sure that's what they say about dessert, actually.
Plus, this is Noki we're talking about. That stuff just sits in your stomach.
I swear I'll never understand you Renans.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, Maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.